everybody. Welcome to the first planning board meeting in the city of Long Beach.
The date,
April 3rd meeting. The April 3rd meeting. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the April 3rd planning board meeting in the city of Long Beach. I'd like to commence with a pledge of allegiance, leaded by Joe Lucas. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of the Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a roll call. Board Member Clancy?
Here.
Board Member Gauto? Here. Board Member Lucas?
Here.
Board Member Martinson?
Here.
Board Member Patton?
Here.
Board Member Spada?
Here.
Chairperson Alton.
Here.
Let the record indicate the presence of Deputy Corporation Counsel Joseph Lupo. First item is a resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 328 East Chester Street.
Okay, is there anybody in the audience here to discuss this case? Nobody here, okay. Any feedback to discuss on the planning board here? As mentioned prior, I've been looking at this plan, and I think that it looks like it's 100% concrete surfaces apart from two planters here. And I would like to see a little bit of architectural embellishment to an all-concrete driveway, like even a paver border, to distinguish it as separate from the sidewalk when you're walking by. Also a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. I think that a little bit more gravel space maybe on the perimeter of both sides to help with water absorption when the gutters are gushing out during heavy rain would also be better to prevent water from spilling into the street or to adjacent neighbors. Those are my thoughts about this. Anybody have any?
I agree fully with your thoughts on that. I think anything that adds some permeable surface for runoff to, not go into the streets and also add to the aesthetic. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it's necessarily off character with some of the other houses in the area, but would like to see some more greenage, some capacity.
Yeah. And the planters are noted as seagrass. I guess, are we okay with that?
I have no objection.
It's going to be seagrass and hydrangeas, actually.
Is it hydrangea there? Okay.
Seagrass and hydrangeas.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, Mr. Alton, I don't know, I know you said with respect to the driveway that you wanted to see like a paver border, but you did notice that there is a paved walkway
Yeah,
abutting. Okay.
I do see that.
So with respect to the paved border, you mean, the entire perimeter of the driveway or just along the sidewalk?
I think about the streetscape, like in the, in the most common situation, you would have some sort of a grass or lawn in front of a house, which is nice from an aesthetic standpoint if you're walking sidewalks in a neighborhood. But if you're walking this sidewalk here, you're not even going to see a border between the sidewalk and the driveway. It's all going to be concrete, right? So I think it would be nice to have a paver border on the driveway too, just to give it more of a streetscape appeal. And that's not something that's uncommon. You see it a lot these days. It's certainly not, doesn't add much more expense, very minimal in fact, since they're doing it everywhere else anyway. And then the absorption, I just think at least in the gutter spots in the house, there should be some gravel beds to absorb some water to prevent it from gushing into the neighbors or the street, out to the street.
Okay. With respect to the gravel under the gutter beds, is that something that you want to make as a condition on approval?
Yeah, I would like to make that a condition.
Okay. So with respect to that, and as well as the pavers that border the sidewalk for the width of the driveway, would that be another condition?
Yes.
Okay. Does any other member of the planning board, acting in the capacity of the architectural review board, have any other input into this project? Would anyone care to make a motion?
Mary should make the motion with conditions.
I'd like to make a motion with conditions.
With the conditions stated on the record being that there'll be gravel beds under the,
In the gutter locations to absorb water,
And?
and paver border on the concrete driveway.
would anyone second the second motion?
I second it.
Okay. So Chairperson Alton has made a motion to approve it with conditions stated on the record, and Board Member Clancy has seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Approve the conditions.
Board Member Galto?
Approve the conditions.
Board Member Lucas?
I'll approve without the conditions, or is that?
You can.
You can. It's just a matter of what we have a majority vote for, is what will pass. Board Member Martinson?
Approve with conditions.
Board Member Patton?
Yeah, I'll approve with conditions.
Board Member Spada?
Approve with conditions.
Chairperson Alton.
You vote.
Approve with conditions.
This application has been approved with the conditions stated on the record. Next item is a resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 27 Kerrigan Street.
Is anybody in the audience here to discuss this project? No? Okay. All right. Well, been looking at this plan here. Apart from the thoughts that it seems to be much bigger than everything else in the neighborhood, it is lifted to a FEMA height, which would make that understandable, as opposed to the other represented cases on the photo page right here. I don't really have a whole lot of comments about this. I see they've got a nice grass perimeter. It's totally within code. I'm seeing how the finishes all look acceptable to me. Anybody have any thoughts on this case? Share?
Right, the driveway space, you brought that up, the driveway space, is that normal, 20 to 25 feet for?
So just so you know, as a matter of, as of right with the zoning code, you can have up to a 25-foot curb cut.
Okay.
So, and that's what they have here. In addition, if they did need a variance, by the time it would get to this, you know, to the Architectural Review Board, like, let's hypothetically say a driveway was 30 feet. If it was before you, they would already have the variance for that.
Gotcha. No other questions?
Okay.
Anybody make a motion? A motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Full second?
I'll second it.
Chairperson Alton has made a motion to approve. Board Member Galto has seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Approved.
Board Member Galto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Approved.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton?
Approved.
Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alton.
Approved.
This application has been approved. Last item is a resolution of the Planning Board acting in the capacity of the Architectural Review Board for the approval of the issuance of the building permit for 56 Oregon Street.
So, once again, anybody in the audience here to discuss 56 Oregon? No? Okay. But once again, it's within all the zoning parameters. I do say it's got a third-floor balcony that is actually in what would otherwise be an attic space, but converted to a flat roof with a railing. So the bulkhead situation. I do see they've got some grass on it. And white stucco finish. It seems like it's actually the job looks very similar to other houses on Oregon Street. Anybody else have any other comments?
It does seem a little higher than the other structures on the street. I guess it's
access that attic space. But,
When I looked at it, I thought the same thing, but when I looked at this left elevation, I noticed that the third floor is actually what would otherwise be the peak of a roof.
Mhm.
It was cut out to be a flat roof, where that would be an attic, so in other homes, you would see that full roof there. What they did is they pushed this up to a landing space to get out to a
Exactly,
balcony.
yeah. I think that ameliorates it a little because it's set back.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point out that it does seem a little higher, but I think is justified based on the overall
And there has been some
schematics.
opposition to rooftop, terraces, but this already got through zoning, is that correct?
That is correct.
So we won't comment on that. Okay,
Anybody want to make a motion?
anybody would like to make a motion on this?
Make a motion.
A second?
I'll second.
Board Member Clancy has made a motion to approve. Board Member Lucas has seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy?
Approved.
Board Member Galto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Approved.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton?
Approved.
Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alton?
Approved.
This application has been approved. Need
Okay.
a motion to close?
That concludes the agenda for tonight's meeting.
Just need a motion to close.
Motion to close?
Make a motion, who
Make a
second?
motion to close.
I'll second it.
So Chairperson
Robin.
Alton has made a motion to close the meeting, and Board Member Galto has seconded the motion. Board Member Clancy? Board Member Galto?
Approved.
Board Member Lucas?
Approved.
Board Member Martinson?
Approved.
Board Member Patton?
Approved.
Board Member Spada?
Approved.
Chairperson Alton?
Approved.
Meeting is now closed.
Do I have to slam this thing now?
Yes.
Okay. That felt good.
A little harder though next time.
Yeah, a little more emphasis.
Make a
I've never heard
statement.
anybody bang that thing before.
Rocco has.
It's just a toy in front of me, I wasn't gonna ignore it.
All right, good job, guys.
Good job, everybody.
So that's the thing, right? I mean, just talk through it, just like you did.
Okay.